It's 2:30, Craig's still not here, probably doing his hair, so I'm on intro duty today. This is Lymington Town versus Frimley Green. Storm Bertie going to stop us filming football? I think not. Oh, there he is. Of Lymington is he actually live by the quay, so if you're like Craig, who loves to spend the summer on his private rowboat just rowing back and forth up the quay, then this is the ship in, this is the place to come for a beer. It's 20 minutes from the sports ground where Lymington Town play, so we've got to just walk through the town, walk past the market stalls and market day. You'll come across other pubs on the way as well, but I quite like the ship as a place to come and eat actually. Do some very good food in here. I've bought myself a pint of Prava, which is a bit on the more expensive side. It's about £5.60 for that pint, but then that's the sort of prices you're going to expect to pay at this end of the town. For more sort of football-y sort of stuff, you'd go to the King's Arms, which is literally 5 minutes across the road from Lymington Town's grounds. But it's a nice decor in here, and there's a few people in here having lunch in a minute. But they've also got this lovely sort of view of the quay outside, but I can't get out there in a minute due to the weather. So if it's 5 minutes from Lymington train station, if this is your sort of thing, you just fancy something a bit different, pop in here on the way to a game. Joined by James, chairman of Frimley Green FC. Tell us a little bit about Frimley Green.
So, club's been established for over 100 years. I've been involved down there for a long time, playing and supporting as a kid. Community club, you know, there's a lot of football in our area with clubs at these sorts of levels, so it's tough with getting players and keeping the club going. But yeah, we've improved this year, definitely. Second year in the Wessex. Last year was a feel it out, and you know, it's a bit of a struggle with the relegation battle, but we definitely improved this year. So yeah.
You moved across, didn't you, from the Combined Counties League? So how, in general, have you found the Wessex League?
Yeah, so we were in the Combined for a long time. My personal opinion is I think the Wessex is very well run. Not to say that the Combined isn't, but I just feel there's a little bit more attention to detail in the Wessex. I think the football's good. A lot of the grounds are good, you know, people are good, so yeah, all in all positive.
And you've talked about the improvement this season, so what changes did you have behind the scenes in the summer?
So Chris the gaffer, always with myself, we sat down last year at the start and we always had a bit of a 3-year plan. Last year we tried to go with a lot more youth to progress them over a 3-year period. Wasn't quite, the physicality was a little bit higher than we expected in the Wessex, so we decided at the end of last year to for Chris to go out and build a better squad with experience and depth, which is what he's done. And yeah, we're sort of on a bit of a dream run really. We always sort of had the intentions of trying to hit playoff areas, and we're definitely in and around it. Don't want to be too cocky and say we're going to win the league, but you know, when you're up there you can't only but try and have a go and try and see if you can get over the line at the end of the season.
That's brilliant, thank you very much for your time.
No.
I really don't know what the fuss is about, do you? A gust of wind, a few drops of rain, and it's called pandemonium, basically. But luckily we're stupid enough to still venture out in this, and luckily we found a game literally on Matt's doorstep, but for me this was the easiest one to get to.
Yeah.
40-minute bus journey from Highcliffe, so it made sense. We could have gone to Hamworthy United, but can we trust Southwestern trains these days? Not given their track records. I think this is the sensible decision, but always good to come down here, isn't it, Lymington? Yeah, and they're playing actually Frimley Green, who are in form today, so could see a few goals today.
Could well do actually. To be fair, Lymington Town, their last 3 league games, as a 1-1 draw with Tottenham Ealing, a 3-1 defeat here to Hamworth United, a 1-0 defeat away to Fleetlands. But before those 3 games, they've beaten East Cowes Victoria 4-2 on the island. Absolutely amazing result. So Lymington are capable of upsetting the teams near the top, but what I like about Wessex Division 1 this season is how tight it is. Yes. If you look at how close to the top, I think anyone from about 9th to the top could win the league. There's a few points difference between top and 9th, but it can be made up easily.
3 or 4 wins string together.
And then you went to Fonz last night, and now that's made the relegation places really interesting as well.
That's really closed the gap.
Yeah. The season at the minute is Connor Lopez, who scored 2 goals in the last game we're down in against Aldermaston. Started the season playing centre back. Done very well since he's moved to that centre forward position, hasn't he? He's got 9 goals.
Yeah, he's hit the ground running.
Is this our running club joke again?
What about Frimley Green and Matthew? They've been in the goals recently.
They have. Frimley Green are currently second in the league. The last 3 league games were a 3-1 win at home to Romsey, a 6-0 win away to Tottenham, and a 6-2 win at home to Verwood. Their top scorer is Mick Thumwood, 17 in 19. But I was speaking to Frimley Green's chairman earlier on, and they brought in a lot of players over the summer just to bulk it out a little bit. So they felt that we were going for youngsters last season, they needed to mix it up a little bit for some more experienced players, and I think that's really paid dividends for them, because I mean, the second league, they're going to be difficult. This is going to be a very interesting game today. I think these 2 teams are going to attack each other.
They're always too good for that one. Every single player, they go through the lows and they just beat the back. Why some like 20-year-olds come to you?
They will hold your umbrella for you. I think, yeah, he was alright.
Go on! Oh, I had to go on the line, didn't he? Go on! Go on! Casual. Very good.
Actually done what age.
Go on, Nick, finish it, son. It's it! Well done! Get in! Another hug!
Good ball.
It's it!
Yeah, what's the wrong?
Whip it. Good ball.
Oh, it is.
Clear it. Go on. Go on. Get in the box. It's only stuff, wouldn't you? Good save. Finish it. Wallet.
Oh, that's great.
Shoot! Don't show him in.
No problem.
Yeah.
It was.
Go on. Oh, you should go on, chip him over. That's it, go on.
HT is Lymington 2, Frimley Green 1. Wow, what can you say about Lymington? That is probably the best half of football I've seen Lymington play since we've been doing this vlog.
Yeah.
And we have seen several Lymington games.
Yeah.
I think they've been brilliant from start to finish.
Yeah, agreed.
They could be unlucky to only go in 1 up, I think, because they've had most of the play, they've had most of the chances. But saying that at the same time, Frimley Green do look dangerous when they go forward, didn't they? And they had a goal disallowed just before half time, so they've given their recent form, they've definitely got goals in the Frimley. So Lymington have to be wary of that.
They do have to be wary of that. I mean, they started really well. Goal early on, Conor Lopez got the header, took a deflection. Was it own goal? Is it Conor's goal? We're not sure. That put them 1-0 up. Equaliser for Frimley Green a few minutes later on was Nick Thumwood, the top scorer. Lovely finish. He was put through. And he just put it early, didn't he? He just put it onto the post, into the corner. Trojan Kowski had no chance in goal. It's a great finish. He's looked really lively up front from Frimley Green. I think he's good. He's flicking the ball on. He's got a good partnership going on with Siansky, I think it is. The number 9 up there. They've been really lively, the pair of them. I think Lymington have got to be. There we go. Thank you. They've been really lively, the pair of them, and Lymington have got to be wary of that. But Lymington got their second goal. Will Johnson did brilliantly to get down the left-hand side and cut it back. Deflected shot, 2-1. But like you said, I think Lymington have been really good.
Sit down!
Loving you! Sorry, Pad.
Target.
No.
Right touch. Go on, Cam. Go on, Cam. You're getting that. Finish it off.
That's a lovely one.
No, it's easy.
Right goal.
Spin!
Yeah, I bet you were, yeah. No, I bet
That's a lovely ball.
Good foul. Go on, Nick.
That's a penalty. The one we haven't seen for a while.
Great ball. Finish it, finish it, finish it.
how's that not going?
Yes! Here we go!
Go on!
Go on!
Go on!
That's a great ball. He's really good. It's sick. Rubbish, yeah.
Finish it.
Pretty much.
Come on.
Put it out! Put it out!
For 3 winners today, give us a few thoughts about the game.
Wow, cool. Don't know, I need to let that one sink in. I think, you know, we seemed to play our best football when we went down to 10 men. But again, yeah, you know, always dangerous going forward, which is what we've worked on a lot. But you know, going 4-1 up, we said sort of 20 minutes of self-destruction, I think, which could have then, you know, put us under pressure. But the lads held well, some discipline there. But again, you know, great character. You know, it's what we got. You can hear the dressing room, you can hear the boys. We are really building a team now. So yeah, it's great to see. And you know, again, another scout where people are sort of writing us off. You know, Frimley in second. We've done it with East Cows away. So yeah, really proud of the lads, how they worked.
Quick word at Conor Lopez, 4 goals today. Started the season as centre back.
I know.
And then centre forward.
We don't want to build Conor up too much. His head's getting a little bit too big. But yeah, what a guy. He knows where the goal is. You know, we put the ball in that box. You know, with Alex and Jono on the wings, they're going to terrorise all sorts. We said about getting in 1v1 situations, getting the ball in. And Conor, he's always going to find that goal. You know, he's, I think, something in October when he top goal scorer in Wessex 1. So, you know, he's as he tells me, he's on fire. Keep playing me. But yeah, you know, again, not just about him, the whole lad.
Give us a few thoughts about the game today.
Yeah, I mean, upon arrival, we were a little bit concerned, sort of with the wet weather and the wind. To be fair to Lymington, we haven't been down here before, and it's a lovely setup, lovely pitch, lovely clubhouse, good vibe. So credit to them. And obviously we've seen them at the start of the season, and they've got a good bunch of lads, good management team. But on reflection of the game, I think they deserved to win. They worked harder than us. And yeah, we weren't quite at the races today. We did try and put up a fight to try and get back into it, but they've come out on top and they deserve the win. So, you know, we've got to suck it up, we've got to try and move on.
But obviously you showed great spirit to come back from sort of 4-1 down to drag it back to 4-3.
Yeah.
And you had a few chances as well, didn't you?
Yeah, we did have a few chances. Just disappointing conceding those 4 goals. You know, I think we should have done better defensively with those. But you know, it is what it is. It's still November. It's still a long way. It would have been an opportunity to take the 3 points and get back up on top. But credit to Lymington, they've taken the result and they deserved it.
You mentioned get back on top. The progress you guys have done this season compared to last season has been absolutely amazing. I mean, what's happened during the summer?
We had a young side last year. It was my first season in management, and we wanted to sort of try and build the foundations, to try and build on it.
Yeah.
And from last season, with the youth that we brought in, we've now sort of fine-tuned the ones that were very good for us last year with a bit more experience. Hoping that the experience on days like today we're going to step up and help us get it across the line. But I think we were sort of playing 1-2 players a bit too short out there, really. So we just need to step up collectively as a squad. So yeah, we're happy with where we are. We're fighting to get up there. Just disappointed with today.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for your time, mate. Appreciate it.
FT is Lymington Town 4, Frimley Green 3. I think that is definitely a game of the season contender for us, isn't it, Matthew?
Yes,
especially what we've seen so far.
Definitely.
And I think pretty much if both teams had another couple of goals onto that total, no one would have complained.
No.
Both teams had more chances to add to that.
End-to-end stuff.
I have to say that is the best I've seen Lymington play probably since we've been blogging, hasn't it?
Yeah, I generally think the improvement we've seen with Lymington this season, we saw with Thorley when they were picking up and they lost 2-1.
I saw them at Burwood as well. Just they've come on leaps and bounds since the confidence going forward with the ball.
Yeah.
And 4-1, they totally deserved it, didn't they? But then Frimley Green came back into it, 2 quick goals, and you thought this could go either way, couldn't you? Lymington could, buckle under the pressure, but they dug in, didn't they? And they did. They actually looked like the team more likely to score towards the end. Frimley Green, probably a bit of an off day for them, but I think they're going to definitely be up there, aren't they? Come the end of the season.
Yes,
you can see that in their attacking play.
Yeah, the way they played today, I mean, they were so good going forward, but Lymington were as well. That was the thing that I don't think they expected too much. Goals in the second half, Conor Lopez scored.
Move over, Brett Pittman. We've got a new regular box scorer in town.
Conor Lopez got the third. Crossing the box with Will Johnson, header, good finish.
Great cross.
Yep.
Same as the their fourth, wasn't it?
Goal.
Great cross again.
Great cross again. I think it could be Will Johnson or Alex Morris, one of the two. And Lopez put it away. But then after that, there was a penalty from Frimley Green. Penalty initially missed. Rebound put in, and then Victor King, the substitute, sort of got one in the box with scrambling around, and we're expecting an onslaught after that, and it didn't really come, did it?
No, I think there's a few hairy moments for Lymington, but I thought they dug in and defended really
They
well.
dug in. I mean, Aidan
Yeah.
Partridge really led the line. He was the captain, centre back. Led the line really well. Well, I generally thought, like you said, it could have gone either way.
Yeah, definitely. What a game! Brilliant game, and yeah,
Either team couldn't complain
Yeah.
if they won because
Yeah.
both teams are so good.
yeah, exactly. And I don't know whether it's this lucky Arancione hat that's bringing us the goals or my lucky mustard jumper, but
It's a jumper.
we'll definitely be wearing both next week because we're actually trying something different next week, aren't we? We're actually
Yes.
going off to Alton,
Combined counties.
Combined Counties League. So just try something different as a bit of an early Christmas treat for our viewers. So we will catch you Tuesday for the top of the Wessex League Premier clash between Stoneham and Fareham.